It's week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Broncos and the Bears, just ahead on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Davis. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The numbers for Davis last week: 19 carries, 51 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Inside give to Davis. Pat Surtain up to make the play. This defense for the Broncos very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before going out of bounds?
When you look at this Bronco defense, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like?
And he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards for number 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Back to throw, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd and goal from the 1. Davis diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
The Broncos hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Langford. And they see right through that
that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Now Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Fields.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Again, Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
19 seconds.
Out of the gun, it's Langford. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll set up to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well,
during his much-heralded college career, he parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Fields. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing a full 9. The sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skill. Hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down, Fields.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This complete to Langford. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5.
The guy's man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
4 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
35-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good for a
Looking to throw. Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A final shot before the break. Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Marvin Mims, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Davis will try to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Fields. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, give him 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here we go.
Handoff, running left is Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Fields. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Fields. And He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
So the Broncos coming out now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second and 4. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Second and a couple. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him. Interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
White going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the jump. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Chicago from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the attempted three will have to come from the other end of the field this time. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So they tried to get him out of the pocket, but that just flat out did not work to their advantage.
Yeah, it seemed to me that he thought maybe he could run around the pressure, but he just kept putting himself in a worse and worse situation. At some point, cut your losses and just go down.
Back to throw here. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Broncos! Javonte Williams from 4 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Uses the spin, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields throwing again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time is a second for a loss of 6. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Davis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll run with Davis. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll try to run some clock with Langford. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 5. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Now, faster, faster.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close.